Hopefully a banger for you fellas, because I don't know what to expect. You know how Regs is really just dependent on overalls and shit, but we're gonna try Regs Isaiah Pola now. I know he's not gonna be mutt Isaiah Pola, but we'll see. This should be interesting. No more Jonathan Abram, guys. It's gonna be rough patches. I'm telling you. Rough patches. Not looking forward to. Last thing I want to do is get matched up against the Packers, and then the next thing you know, they got two of the fucking safeties that hit. And I'm like, oh Lord. I'm gonna miss you, Jonathan. Man gave me so many turnovers, won me so many games, and now they just release them like getting nothing for them. I was like, well, it is what it is. I don't even think I can get a game. I think everybody watching a football game. I'm gonna play one game, Regs, maybe two, depending on if they quit or not. I'm gonna get back to my little mutt grind, but I never had to wait a minute for a cue.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So I'm going to stick with my big nickel. Probably might be moved.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that gain.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Chance is good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
Basically, I'm just trying to keep everything out in front of me. Just don't give up big plays.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
We're scoreless after one.
Keep slowing down high-octane offenses.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. Second and 7. Now Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Max Crosby.
Works really good versus split sacks, by the way.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it fourth down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Allen going to go on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right.
Good fucking D. Let's go.
And we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills drive stalls out on fourth
We're going to make him make mistakes. We're going to capitalize off of him.
Downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Carr. He completes it right side to White. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Good.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty.
Nice
and
press.
before this drive can get wings, it's 4th down.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot.
Look at these Regs receivers.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's Hines. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They run again with Hines. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Hines. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard.
Not technically our first real possession. The last possession, we just didn't have good field position anyway.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Play action. Now it's Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they don't trust.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15. Before we came up to the
looking like he's going to beat him, and then he just...
We were walking off the field.
He slows down a little bit.
Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So you're not going to pick that, Merrick? You're going to be in the right position. You're not going to pick that. I got you.
Football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. gun, it's Allen. Getting the football to Davis.
So we're not going to pick that? Throwing it right to us. Come on, guys.
On play action, Allen. Open man, complete.
Now these safeties are slow.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They run with Hines. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And I'm going to say smart Reg.
And it's now 14-0.
Gotta find someone else that's fast enough to do that. I don't know if I got one. I'll use
After
Avery.
the touchdown pass to kick it away.
I don't know if he has the acceleration.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
So you're just gonna fall down. Gotcha. Break all them tackles just to fall down.
Their offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
And the defense
Carr
has it
throws it
covered. It's
again.
intercepted.
It's gonna be a tough season, fellas.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
A final shot before half for Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half.
Look at my roster and see what guy I can use to replace Avery. To do that, Avery was like the only person.
Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Merrick has the acceleration or speed.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
All I gotta do is just put him over there since he hasn't matched up by overall. We'll take him out of the game.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Got him.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's
Come
more.
on, man. Carr is like, bro, that rating hurts.
You
can't make the pass throw. I mean,
that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime,
that shit
they
just
spent a
slow.
long time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Allen now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Buying time to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Singletary is in. Touchdown, Bills. So they're able to
I've been rating all day, man. Carr can't make no throws.
It turns out the lights.
The party's over. Sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense can.
Here we go. Let's use hops.
This is going the other way. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's in the 30.
What up, though?
10, 5.
I'm gonna have to manually sub hops right there so I can block kicks.
2 points.
Derek wasn't able to do it.
Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Yeah, fucking offensive. Like Carr being a 79, it hurts and it shows. So I'm really just gonna have to play like spacing concepts or something.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first
You guys
down.
just attack that cover for weakness. Run the ball right at it.
Because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run
Right
quite
on the
as well
inside.
because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
You know, if you can run this route,
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
you have to lowball it.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up.
Players
past
are a
the
little bit
45
slower in
before being
Regs than they
tackled.
are in Mud.
Give him a
Just gotta
first
look
down,
out.
15 yards that time for the Raiders. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Why is that so slow to develop? Jesus fucking Christ. He's open. Oh, boy. That's slow. That throw was so fucking slow.
Several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the
Like, he had him cooked and everything.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they
Jesus
haven't
Christ,
won this
bro.
game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
Rust.
They got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in
The
stride.
ratings
and off
obviously
he went.
starting to.
It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Here's a diving catch right side. Another first down as they call.
It's like he's been floating passes. You don't have that quick release. Strikes, lasers, you know he's not throwing those. Like they dropped his rating today. There's like a big difference between being rated 82 and 79. It's like a huge difference.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he gets it.
Just running with the quarterback, just getting hit by fucking linebackers, not fumbling.
On the escape and scramble, a first down.
I miss Abram already.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
Then again, I haven't really had good field position in this game. It's just been bad field position takeovers.
So 3 plays already, 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Just give me some reaction time.
4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
No, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field. Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess?
It's a stop. Jesus, man. Like, can we get some field position?
Use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So we were looking at
This
each other up here in the booth. They
fucking
went
had
for
him
that
beat.
Oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches.
Cooked him again. There we go. I'm about to say, like, man, don't have no. He don't have no laser power, man. It's like he just lobs everything.
99 yards. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play. Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And around the
Just keep attacking the cover 3.
Sometimes the QB's best friend is
He's not getting out of it, so we can keep bombing and get back in this game. He's going to stay in cover 3. Just got to get used to being 79 overall as opposed to being 82.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Defense is fine. I just got to have better field position.
They get it up past the 30.
Field position been pretty shaky. Trying to get him over the top.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but you start thinking about taking it right down Broadway.
No block shit in the middle.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Allen will try to throw for it.
The guy's not going for picks. They just swatting balls. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know about you, but I
Like, Abram would have at least tried. I would have at least got like 3 or 4 picks.
See what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball.
It's gonna be tough, fellas. It's
Moved
gonna
up
be
from
tough.
the 3 to the 2. You would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats
My defense will be fine. It's just
may bear out that running the
more or
ball
less trying to play with a 79 overall quarterback is not it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there.
Because you
Call
don't
it
have
to
none of the
26.
releases that I like.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
That ball just takes forever to get to us where it's supposed to go.
Interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
He's got no
Bulls are
throw
gonna
power.
take possession.
That's sad. I'm already starting to see a difference, and it's not looking good, fellas. It's like all his balls are floating, and I'm throwing bullet passes. They're just floating. So that's the rating differential. It just hurts the projection and the speed of the ball for real. Especially on deep passes. So I guess if your deep pass accuracy goes down, or medium pass accuracy goes down, they fucking just take all the juice out of your throws so that the zones can react to it. Huh? But we're going to try it, fellas. We're going to try.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On play action, it's Carr. And his first look is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense?
Quarterback's fatigued, not even getting hit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams.
How am I getting under pressure?
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Carr to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Looking deep for Adams. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 41. It goes a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay up high, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. Open man is Noah Brown. Down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Elliott. And he will take it in.
One of y'all shit, guys. One person.
Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Shit, guys. Something got rid of that.
Here's Carr to kick it away.
Now I really just don't have a nose tackle.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On play action, now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Keelan Cole, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have come back to make it a 2-point game. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead.
You're running lane. We can't run through that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
So all I gotta do is hit stick the receiver, we'll get the flag. That'll stop that RPO.
And assert its will over the other.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into
keep sticking the receiver so you keep getting flagged.
That's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Six the score after one. Slot man moves right. A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
We're going to start adding our adjustments now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion right is Brown. First down, Prescott. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott.
Good shit.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darren Harmon. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
To throw, it's Carr. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Vegas. 48 yards. Now a play fake. Carr. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now receiver in motion left. One more time with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Carr now on 3rd and goal.
Throw it, he's open.
Pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Let them know where to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover.
Get that in mind. There's no tips in mind.
Charles
certainly
complete
passes
play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. This is caught. It's Brown. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Prescott yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. In motion left comes Brown. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. He didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you.
And he'll take it into the end zone.
No sheds, guys.
Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Barr to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Looking for first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Yeah, I'm making adjustments.
Sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. The man in motion is Brown. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're seeing some closet defenses certainly coordinated at different levels, doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. It forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carr now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4. To throw is Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh my God, Carr, you are fucking horrible.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr now to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Carr to throw again. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts to early opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On 2nd down, Elliott. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. You got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 3rd down, Elliott. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Running with Elliott.
Good stop.
Did they stop him? They did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the
Get for spamming.
and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now Carr. He's taken down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the back.
All right, you gotta stop underthrowing, bro.
By Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this
Especially when you're not getting pressure.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Again, it's Elliott. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15.
D-line is horrible, fellas.
This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down.
I mean, the defense is fine. It's just the D-line interior, bro. You need block sheds. And you're not getting those. As far as offense go, with Carr, goddamn, getting another reduction in his stats, he's even worse. Like, he can't even make the throws, out and half of them. I'm gonna play one more Like, my man's not making no throws. And then the throws he do make, it's just like he ain't throwing lasers no more. Not what I'm used to. It's like he's lobbing it, and it sucks. But we'll try to adapt to it, man. It might take me a few games to get the rust off. I ain't got a choice, really. They keep giving me bad field position, too, man. It's like I can't really get anything going.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys.
Abrams, bro. Abrams, he was a difference maker.
A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases
nobody
around.
making
The
plays.
Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. A short kick taken at the 8. And look at this. Right
Eric trying to step up and make a play. He's still there.
In the red zone at the 16-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks?
So don't give up on us yet, coach.
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they? I mean, go down there, make a play, not get free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. Carr going to throw right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That certainly appears to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the cover was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
In motion left, the tight end. White will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on a short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. Let them chin up that drive. The 6 on the scoreboard.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7.
He was still at the top. We found out last game he not in.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive.
Here, watch it.
They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The
So, you know, it's going to take like maybe 3 or 4 years before the
As the
Ravens
offense
can
begins another drive here, pretty simple,
some
Charles. They want
pieces.
to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds
It
pretty
was
simple,
definitely
doesn't it? Just
hurts.
score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon. And this throw will be intercepted.
I got to start back shouldering that. Stop pass leading forward.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Going to try the right side, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now Prescott, eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Mark, it's been this negative ways. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. He's at the 50. 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Prescott to throw on 4th. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Prescott off play action. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure what you're doing.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 3rd and long for Prescott. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams.
You gotta throw better than that, Carr.
Intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, his arm strength, never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Looking to throw. Prescott steps away to his left. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game, and the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darren Harmon. So that PI call will give him one more play.
It'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to get that.
Carr, you got to do better than that, bro.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Like, come on now.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. On third down, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Harmon, you feel me? Getting juked out of the slot, bro.
Cowboys pick up the first.
Supposed to be making them tackles.
From you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The slot man in motion right. From the 35 on second down, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, You better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into a successful.
There you go, Harmon.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Fourth down, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Got all that firepower, and he's struggling against a safety-less defense.
Now Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Tricked your ass, bitch.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense, but you're right about the risk.
What kind of fucking throw is that, Carr? Bro, like, what the hell?
Try to find a place to cover up.
If you got him beat, you take the fucking shot.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And a throw right sideline is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. On the move past the 40.
Block for me, not block me.
25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up.
Bro, you gotta catch that, man.
And they're a important part of the passing game.
Got to fucking catch that.
We just saw there. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Keep putting digs on him, bro.
Teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter.
I think the defense is all right.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7.
Ooh, that man just hits the blocker.
Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
That calm defense doing exactly what I wanted to do.
All right, guys. Had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw again on second down. Prescott.
When you're not strong,
Left side, it's complete.
I'll be your friend.
Before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it.
Somebody.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Schultz. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And again, it's Prescott.
There's 2 bodies over there. Come on, man. Someone got to come away with it.
The defender all aboard that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Leap in, he's got it. He got it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
So you're not going to go after the ball? He's going to run away from it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Trust AI didn't do anything right in this game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, Might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Forced out to his left. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go.
Now Prescott. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Carr to throw.
Bro.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin
Collins,
Johnson.
you fucking suck,
The
bro.
Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to solve
should have
this
been turned around on that route.
interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now Dak steps away to his left. On a huge mistake.
Good user
It's
adjustment.
intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders have just about
Roll around your quarterback too much. Unpredictable.
Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about...
Well, the defense is bending and not breaking. That's at least a good thing. You just got to make sure you put those drop zones on the outside, you know, because people are going to try to run crossers, you know, but not really getting a lot of help from the safeties. Like Merrick, he's doing what he can, but really not getting enough. It's rough playing with 50 overall safety. I mean, he had some good moments. Like there was some things that he, you know, but I really don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to run with him for, you know, through in and throughout. But oh boy, I tell you, bro, this shit's rough. But you know, he didn't fuck up. I will give him that. You know, but Jesus, the only thing saving him was his agility. I will say that his agility and acceleration, decent speed. Size makes up for him not being a 91 plus. His awareness kind of hurts. And his change of direction, you know, it's about what you can expect out of a safety for Regs. So that's not too bad. Given that you got to defend tight ends that are roughly around 70 something change of direction, it's not too bad. I think he got good agility, so it's basically his jump is really higher than what it says. I miss Abrams. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like Abrams was nice in fucking Madden, bro, but he on the Packers, bro. Now the Packers are just fucking. I don't even want to see what they got, bro. They got Savage, Amos, and Abram. Yeah, they're bro. What the fuck? You can run a big nickel with the Packers, obviously. Bro. Packers now loaded. Well, Packers got some help in the hit department spot. They got a safety they can hit. I would definitely, like, if I play with the Packers, it'd be Abram, Amos, and fucking Savage. I mean, then you have the option for Rudy Ford, but why would you now that you got Abram? Abram got more size and height. And Abram got more awareness, that 80 awareness. And, bro, they got all these former Raiders, bro. Like, what the fuck? They got Rasul Douglas, Dallin Levitt. He was a good special teamer. Surprised he didn't get cut. Like, what the fuck? Who did they release to pick him up? They didn't even get the roster update right. They were supposed to add another linebacker for the Raiders that I could use. They didn't. It is what it is. I'll probably play one more game with these boys, bro. This is hell. It's not fun. My D-line gets like nothing. They just out there to be out there. Oh, I got an unknown health care. It might be a sign, fellas. Just be noted, my team sucks. I don't. They not doing it. This is why like I said, it's kind of why I've just been moved over to Mutt. Because at least in Mutt, my guys do what I asked them to do. On this one, bro, I'm begging them. I can't even ask them. I gotta beg them. Be like, please, can you do this? They'll get back to me in voice messages. I'll think about it. Here we go. It's gonna be like Flavor of the Month teams now.
1 Vegas Raiders.
Flavor of the Month teams now. 1 Vegas Raiders. 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 1 Vegas Raiders still feel like, even though I feel like the Cowboys are overrated, I feel like the Eagles are definitely overrated. They haven't really just dominated anybody. And they've had some close games, so.
A short kick taken at the 18.
Definitely not necessarily worthy of a 90 overall.
They get it up past the 30.
Well, who do what I know? You put Jalen Hurts, a shitty quarterback, behind a good offensive line, and it makes him look good. Hell, that offensive line made Wentz look good for a little while, you know. Wentz his ass. That offensive line got Carson Wentz paid, and then he, I think one of them got injured or something, and Wentz basically showed who he really was. Be like one of them Scooby-Doo situations where you find the villain and you weren't ready to take the mask off, find out who they really are. Put Diablo in.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
He said, I don't mind. You want to take 20 plays, getting down the field.
Decent gain.
We're not giving on the big play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy.
One thing I do like about that is the little box. Tight sets.
They ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to
throw the
football,
beater for that.
and that led to the incompletion.
As long as you run it right.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Past the 20. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 6-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they
You're already tackling them. We don't need y'all to be doing all that extra tackling and shit. Come on now.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Sermon is not.
Shit, pull him out? Way to hold that gap.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles.
That's your guy.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles are on the board first here in Vegas. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal.
And oh, it's blocked. Oh, the Raiders have it.
Run, Rock, run, Rock, run, Rock, run, Rock, run, 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 run.
Field. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after all that, it's just your everyday 6-2 ball game.
And let's think about how important that can turn out to be, because remember, it's not just a 2-point swing. It's a 3-point swing. I'm just wondering, you think they can load the bases and hit a home run and tie it up?
Well, I was going to ask you, I can't remember the last time that I've seen a 6-2
Go,
score.
go, 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 Turner, let's go! Take that 86 speed back. 86 speed, baby. Good fucking run.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Good stick work.
2 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players.
Ran one bet with an 86 speed.
After giving up a score, no quicker way than on a kick return.
In motion left, the tight end. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found
the last one was a fluke.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Good D.
That is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Good D. Yeah, way to make up for it, Harmon. Way to make up for it.
And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this.
This guy does not know how to attack Palms coverage.
10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
He lost. I don't think too many people run palms either.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side.
I just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
I don't know why people baseline press. That's the dumbest shit you can do.
Because you go through your accounting on each,
especially if you're playing zone coverage.
Who's got who, what defense you're in.
That would take people out of position to defend their guys.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr delivering another one here.
Got done saying press should take people out of position to defend their guys. And he presses again.
25 yards.
Not very bright.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down.
I do not use global adjustments. I do individual adjustments.
First and goal.
Global was a quick way to get destroyed.
Carr.
I'll take a sack. I had the touchdown, but I'll take a sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal,
Sometimes you
back
see something.
even further. Carr
Part of
with a
the
play
bigger
fake to
picture.
Jacobs.
Told you.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
You needed it to be 12 yards.
Adams, a 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Birds a handoff to Sanders. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Once again with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. This time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On play action. Now Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
In motion left, the tight end. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And they will stop him after
how's that not in?
Minimal pickup. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive.
Oh, you gotta get that, guys.
They got 2 for 2. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 66 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, that little bit of hesitancy. Often works really well for offensive guys.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Elliott now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second down, Jacobs once more. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
Animation.
It's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. 2nd down, back to Sanders. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. In motion left is Watkins. He's back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. throw. Buying time to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And the tight end goes in motion left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Good shit, Polo. Good fucking shit.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, their first fourth down.
You ain't getting turnovers, but
this one backfires for
away.
turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it
man.
the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again.
You like that Palms defense?
The ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Carr going to look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide.
Oh, man, the fucking Carr throws.
A miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because
beat on a bomb.
this had to go down to the last
But
play.
it's still good. I mean,
Until that play
really just got to run them
we've
check
seen
downs
that
more.
before. Couple laterals, maybe some
That was kind
defense on the
of
back
getting the
end.
bulk of
They
my.
might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
It was a nice kick return by 86 speed. This probably play of the game. 102 yards at that, bro. Look the 86 speed. Watch. Just be swaying it. Just wait, follow the blocks. Let the blocks do their work. I like how 87 got upfield and laid a key block, bro. See how he laid out the kicker or whoever that was. He laid out 89. 24 picks over, 34 picks over the big block. That wasn't good. And I did a stutter step. I actually got away with a block in the back. They should have called that. You know, if there was refs in the game, that probably would have got flagged. And it's usually that's when big runs happen, is when you get a block in the back. But I think what I did was I put Rocky Sin as my number 3 corner, and his awareness gave me a better block anyway, so he did that, and then he went up and laid a second key block, and I just crossed my fingers, kept spamming R1, trying to get as much speed as I could out of that 86. Ugh, it was a good run. I'm trying to remember how I was getting them. I was getting them with drag routes. See, sometimes you get them to that crosser. Users always tend to want to bite on that crosser over the top. So, like, that's a good play to have in your arsenal. And then I got him with the out route after the sack. He shouldn't have got this, though. A little drag route. That was my responsibility. I was supposed to take him. He didn't really have anything else. Oh, 2nd and 25, bro. That was just a dot. It's not easy throwing dots like that, and because I was trying to force it deep, and I was like, fuck it, let me just low ball it, try to get it in his range, and he knifed that one. That was a nice throw. Came back, hit Adams on the next play. Line just not blocking like I'm expecting them to. I'm gonna start using Jacobs out the backfield more. He's an easy target. Might start doing that in Mutt too. I don't know why he's spamming contain. Like, I won't contain unless, you know, I'm just trying to keep everything out in front of me, just troop in but don't break. But if you got a team, bro, like, that was just a lot back and forth. Fourth quarter. Rolled with those hitch routes. Quick passes underneath. Probably could have had the dig on that. I'm gonna bring that part of my game back. The quick passes. But what's his name? Not breaking no big touchdowns. Isaiah played that perfectly. He just can't make plays at 58 overall, but he can with his other stuff. He can get in the right position. Now, there's a different story in Mutt. Mutt, he has the stats he needs across the board, plus the size, tangibles. Oh boy. I tell you though, it's rough playing with this team because you can't really run the defenses you want to run. So I just kind of stuck with the cover 4 palms. Made user adjustments. If they started running crossers, I would put like cloud flats or put the curl flats on the field, depending on the depth or where they were targeting me at. Pretty much all you can do. I noticed one thing though. I wanted to change up. I gotta change up my safety combos. I got Harmon, Merrick. So if I bring him to the slot, it'll be Harmon, Merrick over the top. And I need to put Harmon there. Isaiah there, I guess. Oh no. Like I said, they didn't do an ability update, did they? He said that, what's his name, went down, but he still has Gunslinger. Throw animation, he's a 91. Regardless, if anybody's over at 88, they're good. You got PJ Walker over here as the starter. What is his throw power? Because, like, dude threw like a super bomb. And he only has 89 throw power. What? You know, Bailey's Apes only has 64. Yeah, they got Matthew Stafford sucking after winning the Super Bowl. Funny. The Steelers suck. Joe Burrow was a 90 overall. What's their record? I didn't know that man was up like that. Man got no throw power. Got Josh Allen at 95. Yes, Russell Wilson is a 79. Thank God. Now they gotta take his abilities away. Damn, how many, bro? The Browns got like all the Brown quarterbacks. What the fuck? They got all them motherfuckers, bro. Like, what the hell? Yeah. They don't know what they want to do, man. And then when Deshaun becomes active, they're going to have to release one. Yeah, Colt McCoy's still in the league? Jesus. What's crazy is this dude's younger than me. And he look old as fuck. Do I look old as fuck? What the fuck? I remember him in college. He was supposed to be that dude, but he never got. It's different when you're in the league, man. It's like, I remember Chad Henne. Wasn't he like in Michigan or something? Bro. How is Nick Foles not starting over this guy? Like, they have like some unbiased hate on Nick Foles or something. Like, dude won a fucking Super Bowl as a backup quarterback. Like, got the Eagles through the playoffs. Has a whole statue of himself in fucking Philly. And they got him rated at 67. Like, what the hell? That man overrated. definitely roll with Cooper Rush if I were him. Got them at 80 overall. Oh, they got Skyler? And they took his speed away. And rookie got his speed. And Tyrod Taylor back in the league on the Giants. They got their man at a 68. The EA. Y'all know y'all wrong for that now. Tyrod better than that. I ain't gonna. He should be starting over Daniel Jones though. The Jets fucking suck. No, fellas, I might need some sleep. Jacobs is good. The offensive line is good on play action. If you call regular pass, they just give up block sheds. Defense won't block shed at all. You have to run a big nickel just to have content defense. I'll probably dive more into it in the morning, man. I am tired, fellas. Let me get some rest, and then we'll talk more about it in the morning. Okay? I'm just tired, but I wanted to get some games in and see, if everything's still kind of working how I play mud and regs. The Palms defense is good. It's not going to be as reactive as it is in Mutt because of the abilities and better ratings. But like I said, for the most part, everything was kept out in front of me, which is what you would hope for. Not going to get you a lot of turnovers. Basically, you're just going to have to force your opponents to make errors. Just kind of, it's a true bend but don't break. You got to remember it's not necessarily just a cover 4. It's like a cover 2 morphing. Could be cover 6. It could be pretty much anything based off the route concepts. Remember, one of the big things that I do is I pay attention to where receivers are in terms of the numbers. So if they play tight, I keep the match. Okay, like you got gun tight or whatever, I don't need to change too many zones unless I want to kind of, there's a specific route that they're throwing on the field that might be getting. Other than that, any stock play, I can stop it with palms. If they start motioning receivers out and they get outside the numbers, usually I'll start putting outside thirds or cloud flats on the outsides, or I might, like if there's a bunch set and you got an outside receiver, I might take the match quarter on the bunch side and just put him in a curl flat, because I know that outside quarter is just going to take any deep route to the outside, where a curl flat's not necessarily going to get to. So it's almost like a cover 6 invert or something like that, So you're going to have that curl flat with that quarter popping over to take anything to the outside deep. It's something I might go into practice mode, kind of explain it a little bit. And I'll probably start doing that harvest shit tomorrow. I'll probably log in on it to do my daily whatever, so I can get closer to earning Dion. But I'm gonna teach you guys how to run palm coverage. gonna be a true bend but don't break, man. It's like, especially with the way the Raiders are right now, you basically kind of have to, because you're not gonna be able to sit there and leave guys one-on-one and try to turbo blitz your ass off. You know, if you blitz, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. People might, you know, be able to pick it up and throw a one-play touchdown. So I'm not really back into the blitzing too much, especially if you don't have great secondary to do that. So basically, like I said, as far as regs go, I'm using 2 linebackers. I don't know, like I'm debating on using a safety, but some of the safeties I have aren't very reactive. So I've just been using like 2 linebackers with speed. So let's kind of start. Let's say they're run tight. One good thing Palms is good at is like these bench concepts or these bench swaps. So we'll start with a bench and then we'll do the bench swap. So as far as the bench, if I'm not mistaken, we'll just kind of run it out and then I'll kind of explain why Palms is good for defending things from this set, anything to the outside. So we're just going to let it run as is and then we'll show you adjustments that we might use. I want y'all to kind of pay attention to where everybody's matching up with. All right, so you know you got a corner flat with a corner out. So the outside quarter is going to take, I know he's a little bit delayed on it. The outside quarter takes the corner route. He's always going to be over the top. See how he's over the top? So he's not going to bite down to the flat. The person responsible for the flat is going to be the quarter flat. He's going to immediately take the flat route. You're going to have a bracket. If the running back blocks, it's going to be a bracket coverage on the strong side. So the safety is going to pick him up to stop him from the inside. The outside quarter is going to take the corner. Now, as far as adjustments, what you could do is on the weak side, if you know for a fact that you're going to be dealing with like the weak side, I might put like a soft squat right there instead of an outside quarter. Like I might blitz that quarter. Let me do it like this. Like I might blitz him and then put a soft squat right there. Okay. Do it like that, and then I know that my responsibility is over the top. So it's going to force him, because sometimes you don't necessarily need to have the full set on the field, especially if it's not symmetric. So if you blitz, it's gonna force that. Well, AI is going to throw it a little bit faster, but it's also going to open up a gap. So like if you want a turbo, for instance, and say we send him. We keep that soft squat, so we know our turbo should be right there. So we'll just kind of play with it a little bit. If I leave him in that quarter, he'll take either route to the outside. So, I mean, he's not necessarily, whichever route goes. Let me see if I can turbo it. So he's going to take either route that gets the ball if I did it that way. Now, if I just want to play, if I feel like I'm not getting that. So my issue here is that safety can't play the hard flat. You can only do safety adjustments. So your best bet is just you can either man him up, you can flip the play, You flip the play, run the hard flat over there. Or you could shade underneath, which is a little bit risky. So I could shade underneath. I wonder if you could just like individually shade underneath. That would be nice. It's like really the only discrepancy is on the strong side. You might want to go soft squat on the strong side, because you know that you're not going to get to the seam fast enough. Let's just see. If I go soft squat, I don't need that seam flat. So strong side, soft squat. I could blitz him. And then press him. You're just gonna keep getting in that flat route. I mean, like I said, you can always opt to just put, you know, a flat route on the field. Like if I leave him in match and shade him down and match, he's just gonna match and play underneath. He's not gonna go straight to that flat. So I know with the 3 safety defense, I don't know if I can base align it and get that hidden adjustment off. It's like the only disadvantage of the 3 safety. Like there's some good adjustments you can make with the 3 safety D, but there's also some disadvantages of having it. So if I go slot CB, he's going to have the same curl vert, bluff, blitz, spy, hard flat. You base align it. They'll still have the same thing, but you base align, you basically unlock the top safety's regular adjustments, right? Okay, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm not sure if it was regular nickel, but I need to write it down. There was a way that you could do it against random. See, that gives me regular. Alright, so let's pick 3 points. It's not going to let me do that. Let me see. Might be a specific package. Let me try it from the 3 safety side. So that'll give him those safety adjustments. He'll still have his safety adjustments. Where is it from a nickel 2-4? I remember I was fucking around with this once upon a time. And I think it was with a 3 safety defense. Or either that or it was a big nickel. Okay, so he has so if I go random, it's not going to give me 3 safeties. That's probably why it's not doing that, because I'm going up against random plays. That's another thing I've noticed in this game. I think you gotta actually pick a play for it to work. So, got D-path. Baseline is still the same. So okay. So it might not be big nickel. It might be like the nickel 2-4. It's curl flat. D-path, no third. Outside. Let me figure this out, fellas. I remember like 1 year or so ago, there was a way that you could, I don't know if it was big nickel or what it was in. I'm just going to pick a play. Okay, so he has regular. Used to be a way you could base align it. And you would be able to have opt between all of the adjustments. I don't know if it's a package or if it's a formation with this particular package. I don't know which ones have the big nickel. Oh boy. I think it might be like nickel normal or something. I don't see it. And so if I come free safety, he has the free safety adjustments, and I just have the outside third. And D-path. But it's not giving me the third safety no adjustments. and it's not giving me the option to put quarters on the field. I'll figure this shit out. Safety adjustments. Alright, so from what I'm seeing, if it's a free safety, they might have changed it. So if your guys are listed as free safeties, it'll give you the safety adjustments. See, I could definitely roll like some crazy thirds. All right, so let's see. Safety nickelback. That ain't it. I don't know, bro. I know I streamed it before. I don't know, man. I'm gonna sleep on it. I'm gonna catch y'all in the morning.